Warning. The following program contains scenes which may offend some viewers. Others may experience mild discomfort, nagging backache, post-nasal drip, and delirium, followed by rapid heartbeat, swelling of the nose, throat, and abdomen, and loss of facial hair. Repeated viewing of this tape may result in the loss of one's bodily functions, redistribution of facial features, premature baldness, and a difficulty in forming simple sentences. So, if you're seriously considering a rewarding, challenging career as a lawn ornament, this is the show for you.
And if you can't believe it, it's a Friday once again.
What?
Never mind.
What happened?
Nothing? Ha!
Whoa.
Son!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
That's a
whoa.
wide shot right there.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There's a lot going on there. We used to have one of those little games where you have to find things in the picture.
That doesn't belong or something.
Yeah, well, no, just find things in the picture.
Yeah. Miss you. What's going on with you? It's miss you, Steve.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
surely. Hey. Hey, what is this, a Friday? Hey.
Hey, Friday.
3-day weekend.
That's right.
Set hut.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that.
Also, although I'm supposed to actually request them off, but I forgot to do that. But I'm not gonna go in.
For a holiday?
Yeah.
Because you're a news photographer. Well, they ain't gonna. You're special. You're a special guy.
Yeah, I'm special, all right.
They bring him in for special projects.
Yeah, they bring me in, all right. All the way in. You know what I'm saying?
I've become a news photographer the past couple of weeks.
All the way in. It's all the way live. What's up, Thump Finger? Who hadn't I said what's up to yet? Mr. Bouchard? Good evening. Folks? Shane's not off on Monday. Racist.
I'm not either. I'm with Shane.
Racist. We got the Zonk man in here chilling with us.
Actually, Monday's holiday has me thinking about when I was in Forrest Gump, and our scene got deleted.
That was a low.
I was the Alabama State Patrol officer standing on the Pettus Bridge.
That was a humble brag.
We were about to unleash the dogs.
That's a humble brag.
On the marchers.
That was a humble brag. That reminds me of the time I was in
But you can
Forrest
find
Gump.
it in the deleted scenes of the deluxe edition of Forrest Gump if you really want to see me.
And since that was in the South, it also reminds me of the time that I opened for Slayer, because that was in Georgia.
That was also in Georgia. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that when one of your buddies shit his pants?
Different tour.
Okay, but same state. Did you shit? He shit his pants in Georgia,
Maybe.
among other states.
That may have been South Carolina.
Was that a Chinese buffet?
South Carolina, two suckers.
Is that a Chinese buffet?
Yeah, that's what that was the primer. I mean,
Primer.
a night of drinking was the actual.
That's
primer.
the actual primer. Yeah.
Yeah, because when we pulled into town, it's like, oh, there's a hotel. That's the one they booked for us, and I'm like, oh, cool. Then some of the other guys in the band were like, Mike, I'm like, look across, look in the parking lot beside the hotel. I'm like, whoa. It was a Chinese buffet, and that was my fucking jam. But then after a night of just playing rock and roll music and getting shit-faced, I woke up the next morning, I'm like, nah, man, I just need caffeine. Give me some caffeine, some nicotine, get me on the highway, just get me out of here. Which is, I've since learned, it's so funny because I'm still kind of like that, like programmed-wise.
Yeah.
But, because nothing pissed me off more than traveling with people. Like, you wake up in the morning and they're going, oh my God, I gotta eat. Oh my God, I need bacon and eggs like in 4 minutes or I'm just, that shit drives me nuts. But I have learned, like, sometimes I'll wake up after a record night, Saturday morning, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the fuck's going on. And I feel like shit all day long. And then finally I'll eat a goddamn ham sandwich at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, oh, I feel better.
Yeah.
Sure. I should have did this first thing in the morning. So I get it. But, yeah. Who was the driver of the band?
What about blood sugars?
Oh, we had not designated drivers.
Mm-hmm. This is your turn.
Oh, Scally with a Submarino. He's prime-timed out of his fucking mind. Dude, now you get that fucking pickle. Where's my pickle?
It's in there somewhere.
Don't be fickle. Grab that pickle. Got my pickle, son.
Oh. I know.
Thank you for the Submarino, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, what the fuck was I saying?
Buffet.
Buffet, yeah, I don't eat shit. Yeah, but they stayed. That was the thing. I got on the road, they stayed. And ate the buffet, and then got on the road in the van, and then I get a call. Bo shit his pants in the van. I'm like, see? And I'm like, I'm preaching. See? This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I knew that. I knew that would be a fact. We had like a 7-hour drive, something that we were going from Charleston, South Carolina to Birmingham, Alabama. So that was the biggest like little jaunt of the tour we were on. From Deggy Bookin'. The little name drop, Deggy Bookin'.
Deggy?
I can't even, I'll tell you some stories off the air about that. But, yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out with us. Have a good time this weekend, man. It's good. Nice to start off a 3-day weekend with a little some record night. We got Steve Fever in the house. We got the Zonk Man in the house. Jay's over there breaking his ribs, trying to suck his own wang. I don't know what Jay's doing.
Where's Jay?
Well, he said I may try to line it up for. He said if Steve's coming, I may try to line it up for Saturday to come hang out because he can't.
He don't want to be around me.
Well,
he's like all my other friends.
No, because he knew you'd be here, so because he can't do like several days in a row and shit.
Really?
At the moment.
Well, I get it.
That was the kid. He can't
He's
just.
a dad. He's a dad.
Yeah, he can't just
He's a
bail.
fucking dad, man.
But
be a dad.
But yeah, I guess that's where he is and stuff. It's supposed to get fucking insanely cold around here.
Not crazy, weird other weather, but just cold.
Yeah, I wish we were getting some more snow. We got some snow last week. If you guys saw the solo program last week, it was because of the fucking snow.
It's funny when you say insanely cold. What are you talking about? 20?
For a high.
The high in western North Carolina is supposed to be 1 degree. 1. So fuck.
Yep.
Yeah. Those people don't have electricity back
Oh, I've done high of 6. And,
Sure.
And covered it. Like that. My job was for that day was standing out in it.
Yeah.
The most insane. That's one of those moments I really had to second guess.
But I just feel for everybody like that because it's like, yeah, I was there for a day, and I had my mask on and I dealt with it, and my fingers were frozen. But that was just a day.
Yeah.
I haven't been there like going on, how many weeks straight, whatever, 12.
It's insane.
Yeah.
So it's going to get, like, we're not going to get a bunch more snow or anything like that. We're going to get, it's going to be highs in like the 20s. It's going to get down into like pretty close to single digits a couple of nights. It's going to be pretty crazy.
Yep.
So much so that I went over to my mom's house. We had to cut up the old piano into some firewood.
Yeah.
But we only got 2 chords.
Okay.
This one's for Jay.
Yeah.
It's so cold the lawyers got their hands in their own pockets.
It's good.
Yeah, it's solid. I've been working on that a little bit. And speaking of Jay, I'm already planning ahead. I've got a little playlist worked out because when it gets so cold, I figured the only way I can save myself, I've queued up some old Record Night episodes where Jay's talking just so I can hear some hot air.
Yeah. Not open on Sunday?
I heard Tiny Hats is not open on
Oh,
Sundays.
damn it. I want to get her a tiny hat.
Tiny Hats is not open on Sundays. Although I did. Hold up.
Hoda Kopke? That's cool. Yes, son. He's just a good guy.
Yeah, all right. Sure. What are we doing? Talking about it?
Show?
Sure. If you noticed in the intro to the program tonight, we did threw a little wild card in there. Don't normally do. Threw a little David Lynch shit, which I've wanted to play that for a long time, and I don't. We've never done that one, right? The Friday one. You did the weather thing.
No, I think we did the Friday one.
Really?
Because I downloaded the weather thing and built the Friday one from that. So that final product was the Friday one. I don't know when the fuck we did it.
Oh.
It must have been during the pandemic or right after pandemic or whatever.
Yeah. So David Lynch died, and that's. I mean, he was older, but not fucking stupid old.
No.
Reginald Denny. But yeah, that's tough. He's been old for a long time, but he's still a guy. I never really thought about the repercussions of him croaking. I never considered David Lynch is going to die one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, this writer chick I follow on Twitter does some really good music columns and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy on the eyeballs too, in a nerdy music chick kind of way.
Wow.
But she said something. It was perfect. It's like when he died, she was like, "Thanks for being kind of a beacon for some of us weirdos for so long." And that's exactly right, because I fell into David Lynch like in college, probably. I'd already watched Twin Peaks, but I didn't really, I didn't know what I was doing,
Right.
And then in college and get all into freaky weird shit and fucking
Eraserhead.
I've got an Eraserhead poster in that corner right there.
Yep.
That's been there I've had that since 25 years probably.
Oh, what's the actor's name? He was like David Lynch's guy. Go-to guy.
Nance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember his first name. Yeah, I thought that was the perfect way of the fucking beacon for all of weirdos. Because
I tell you, my favorite I think of his is Blue Velvet. Blue Velvet's a great movie.
I would probably put Eraserhead first.
No,
right?
Eraserhead's just too fucking. It's too just left field out there. It's
And that's why I love it.
I get it, and I love it, but it's hard. It's hard to watch it twice.
And the other
it's hard
one,
to watch it twice. Can you watch Blue Velvet twice? Probably so.
the other one, because I love how it pisses people off, how it ends, is Lost Highway.
that the name of it?
Yeah, I remember fucking, we rented.
Yeah, because it
I talked Nice Guy Timmy into renting that, and we all sat around and watched it. We got all fucking right in the head and stuff. And then it's like stuff's happening, and people are already like, what the fuck's happening? And whatever. And then all of a sudden, it cuts and goes to credits. I remember it goes to credits, and I heard Tim go, man, what the fuck? That's one of my, I loved it. I loved everything about it. But yeah, I mean, a beacon for the weirdos. And I love it. And
Lost Highway was the film version of Fire Walk with Me, which was the film, but it was the wrap on the whole Twin Peaks thing that never got finished on TV, which still was very confusing when he put it out as Fire Walk with Me or whatever the fuck that.
Well, and something a lot of people don't know.
I should have brought. God, I should. There's tons of shit I should have brought. I've got that David Lynch album that he did.
Vinyl?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
This one?
No, not that one.
Oh.
It's called something Theory or something.
Wizard was asking for it earlier.
It's him and the dude that did his Badalamenti, the guy that did his music for Twin Peaks.
I was talking about, because I was going to say a lot of people don't know that he actually released an album called Crazy Clown Time.
I don't have that one.
I've got this from you.
What?
You have it digitally, at least.
Oh, okay.
Because I got it from you. But I don't. It's on a hard drive that's all fucked up.
I believe you.
But anyway, it's an insane album. I love it. It's just as weird as his films, and I love it. I posted it to the Facebook page. There's a song called Football Game, and it's some weird kind of jangly music, and then he says, we're going to go down to the football game.
Yep.
Yes. But yeah, it was good times, man.
What is that album, mate? It's called, I'll find it.
Butthole Wilson?
Not quite.
It's not Butthole Wilson. I forgot to put the picture up. I always wanted to have his hair when I got older, and I think I'm pretty close. I'm working on it.
He puts product. There's product in there.
I put product.
No, you put product?
I got a pomade.
I got product.
I put a pomade in there.
My hair's too long for that, though.
See, and that's like what I need to have a certain amount of product. See, like a certain amount of product, but I still want it to be able to like fall on its own. It's a whole thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I got lost.
So
I got lost in my
We
eyes.
poured these banana shots a long time ago.
We did, but I would like to not only take a shot for the great David Lynch, but also a fucking twofer for the week. We lost fucking Bob Uecker. Couple of hours apart.
Front row.
Couple of hours apart. If you've never seen, Jay may have posted it, but I watched it otherwise. Cheers to those guys. Rest easy. It's Artie Lang and Norm Macdonald on Howard Stern telling Bob Uecker stories.
Mm-hmm. I watched Norm tell a Bob Uecker story on Letterman. Fucking hilarious.
And talking about how he had the cough button when he was in the booth.
No, he was talking about he was sitting in a booth with some announcer and with Bob Uecker and who was it? Bob Dylan or somebody was in the crowd.
Yeah.
We're gonna get him to come up.
No, it was John Fogerty.
No, CCR. Yeah.
Fogerty, yeah.
Creedence Clearwater Revival. Whatever that shit.
Yeah, that was part of the story. He was saying like he had like it was him.
John Fogerty's here.
It was him and Artie Lang who were up in the booth with him. But he said he had this like cough button which mutes the mic if you don't know broadcasting. So like if you have a coughing fit, you can just hit the button and it mutes you out. You don't cough on the air. But he said he was working this thing like a fucking just. He was like, there's the 2-0 pitch. It's a little bit outside. God damn, you see the melons on that fucking bitch right there? Good Lord. And Tolbert comes up to the plate.
So he had it down to an art.
Punching it in and out. And he said he was the most filthy motherfucker on the planet. And would, like, even Stern was like, that seems like a pretty high risk game to play. You know, like, we've done it here on the show before. When people are like, "Hey, your mic's on," I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, this is the album I have. It's called Thought Gang.
Okay.
Which is Angela Badalamenti and David Lynch. And
Huh.
it's out there. It's good.
Zero recollection of that. Are you
Really?
having it, or what it sounds like, or
Yeah,
anything?
we've played it on the show.
Sure. Yeah. So boom, both of those guys are dead. There's not really anything else I can do about it. I don't know what you guys want from me. That's all I can do.
The black dog.
They're
runs
both
at
dead,
Night. The
period.
black dog runs at night.
Here's a better feeling story about a band that I don't give two fuck alls about on the whole fucking planet. You ever heard of Paramore? You know the band Paramore?
I've heard of Paramore.
I'm not a fan.
I don't know much about them.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a bit. Like whatever. So
I just assumed it's a woman.
Sure.
Paramore sounds like a woman. A pair more than I need right now.
But
Oh,
here's
easy, euchre.
here's
Hello.
here's the cool thing about Paramore. This is what makes this
What is cool about Paramore?
story of the year right here.
Okay.
Rusty Williams, the 78-year-old grandfather of Haley Williams from Paramore, is releasing his debut on Zach Farrow's Congrats Records. He recorded the album Grand Man in the 70s. And like she heard about it her whole life and didn't realize there was an actual like physical copy. It
Yeah.
wasn't burned in a fire.
So it was made,
He made the record.
not pressed.
And so now she's coming up and making this fucking helping him, Rusty Williams, at 78 years old, releasing his first album.
Grand Man.
I heard it.
That's pretty cool.
It's 70s solid gold
Is
nonsense.
it like Hoyt Axton kind of?
Oh, Hoyt Axton's the fucking man.
Right.
This is not.
Like,
But, I mean, I don't want to. I don't.
it's like,
wanna-
where do you relate it with like
Such a-
Hoyt Axton,
No,
Joy to the World?
70s solid gold.
Okay, solid gold.
Yeah, I would put it there. You put it.
Solid gold scrapbook.
Your lady makes a nice spaghetti meal. You're pouring a glass of wine. You're hoping to fuck later. That's probably the record that's on the turntable. It's got that kind of like,
Okay, nice vibe.
It's what it is, and there's no problem. But I think that's super
Got a
fucking.
shag rug vibe,
It does, 100%. But the story is so fucking
including the rug you're about to plow into.
because it's the 70s.
70s Bush.
Surely.
I'm gonna work on a song called 70s Bush.
Yeah.
Looks a lot like Bender's beard, by the way.
Double B. Double B.
Bender's beard. Double B.
Some
I was like, double B.
a couple more of the Blue Note classic shit that came out today.
Yeah.
Freddie Hubbard, Here to Stay. Came out in '62, but it wasn't actually put. They were recorded in '62, but didn't actually come out till '76. But it not only features Hubbard, Cedar Walton, Reggie Workman, Philly Joe Jones, and Wayne Shorter on this shit. Also today, well, that's not what I was going to do,
No,
but that's all right.
but you did it.
I did. I sure did. This is the one that really got my attention first, but I may have actually because I jammed both of these today. Anything I talk about that came out today, I jammed at least 3 or 4 minutes of. So I had some.
How far did you go with this one?
A little further. A little further.
6? About 5 or 6?
Art Blakey's "Like Someone in Love," another classic edition. Recorded in 1960. Same sessions which produced "A Night in Tunisia," but released on Blue Note '67. Blakey with Lee Morgan, Wayne Shorter, Bobby Timmons, and Jimmy Merritt. I mean, that's a
call him Mr.
fucking.
Lee Morgan.
That's the
From
one that.
North Carolina.
That's the one that really jumped out at me. But that Freddie Hubbard may have overshadowed it a little bit. At least in the little bit that I enjoyed it.
I've never been a huge trumpet player guy, but Freddie Hubbard. Yeah.
Yeah. Who the fuck blocks a person on Twitch? Somebody block you, Charlie?
I got blocked one night.
Did you get blocked, Charlie? What happened?
I think.
Will Steve ever cut his hair again? Sorry, I've not been paying attention.
I probably won't. I don't know. I'm growing my beard back, so I did trim this down to let this grow in. But I don't know. One of these days, maybe. I don't know. It is a pain in the ass when I find my dog taking a shit and it's like soap on a rope because there's like hair holding all of his
Oh,
shit
Lord.
together.
Like your hair?
Yeah, my hair.
Oh, that's... Well, fuck, that got aggressive. I don't know. That's,
Soap on a rope is what I call it.
that's,
It's nice you keep all the shit together because there's a piece of hair.
I think I've been bitten off a little more than I can shoot.
All right, you guys know what I'm talking about, right? What?
Like when you have to jerk off your urine into the urinal to make
Jerk
it come
off your
out.
pee.
Jerk off your pee. You gotta jerk off your pee. What? I told a guy that at work one time. I came back from the bathroom. I was like, man, I said something about I got some on my pants when I was jerking off my piss out of my dick. And the guy was like, what? I'm like, you know, like when you're taking a leak and you have to like jerk your pee off into the urinal. And the guy's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, wait, you don't jerk your piss off into the urinal? How else does it come out? And he's like, dude, you need to see a fucking doctor. Like, what are you... And finally somebody was like, dude, he's fucking with you. Just, 'cause he was like out of sorts about it. Like, you might have prostate cancer, god damn it.
I made you an appointment.
Yeah. Your dog's poop has 70s bush. Fair enough. Look at this one. Now, beautiful looking record. Dead Boys. Love the Dead Boys. And I thought this was going to be like a modern performance. This is a 77 live recording in, where's this fucking at? San Francisco.
I think Jim used to run sound for the Dead Boys.
Yeah, you've got some Dead Boys. You got the
Yeah.
Dead Boys involved.
I might have Dead Boys on cassette, like a live on cassette. Honest.
But this
From
is
the board.
Yeah. This is available for the first time ever, this 77 show in San Fran. Yeah, on Cleopatra Records. I love those guys at Cleopatra. They do some good shit. More about them coming up lately.
Just not fuck.
Oh, I got one for the Zonk Man here.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Courtesy of Ripple Music, which we always love and respect here on the program.
Yeah.
Friends of the program.
Stoner.
Dunes. You see this thing coming out on Ripple?
Land of the Blind.
It's called Dunes, Land of the Blind. These guys have put out a couple of EPs, like, they're from the UK. It's the first time they've ever put anything out on Ripple. Like, I guess they just picked them up. This is some straight ahead fucking good stoner rock. Like, think Caius, Truck Fighters, like thick, heavy riffs. Vocals that are like aggressive, but not like run you out of the room aggressive. It's not going to piss your girl off aggressive. Just good singing over thick, gnarly riffs. And listen to this today. Holy fuck! It's apparently it says I didn't go back and listen to the other EPs, but the reviews and shit was saying that it's a lot more polished than some of their other stuff. That their first offering on the Ripple label is actually pretty sound.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the fuck out of it that I listened to it today. Thought it was a great record. So this is an early, I mean, I don't say like album of the year. I'm just saying like, this is an early contender for like, if you're into like stoner doom shit. This one right here, this one to put on that fucking radar. If you're into that shit.
So if you did have a 12-team like playoff,
Yep.
they might be a wild card right now.
I mean, it's January
Yeah.
17th. They're probably number one January 17th.
Okay, son.
Yeah. Now, again, come August, they may be fucking sitting on that fucking bench.
It'll be the 49ers just sitting there wondering what the fuck happened.
It's possible. Oh, thank you, Shane. It's very nice. Shane,
Hey, I like your shirt there, Zonk Man.
sometimes Shane will post the band camps of
What
the
is
bands
that?
we're
What
talking
is that
about.
cover?
King Buffalo.
Okay, that's nice. I want to roll my 20 side. Roll for initiative.
Hey, we actually played an album from these guys and what we played, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But I saw this and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Hellstar, Distant Thunder. Don't really know this record. Electric Ocean Vinyl is, I guess, the color. This is the little promo thing. Experience the electrifying power of Hellstar's iconic album, A Distant Thunder, like never before, with its exclusive vinyl reissue, limited to just 300 copies.
That's a terrible logo.
Jesus Christ.
What year did that come out originally?
88. And I'll pull it out in a little bit, one that came out in like 84. It originally came out in 88 on Metal Blade Records. And the one I have from them, it was a Combat Records thing. I actually picked it up in New York City, my fucking town. But I did phone a friend.
Hey, there's a stink bug on my blood orange.
Is that a euphemism? But no, I did phone a friend while I was up there and talked to Metal Theologian and said, hey, it's got a little bit of a price on it, but I'm kind of okay with it if it's just not a piece of shit, you know? And he was like, oh, no, that's a good record, dude. He's like, you know, and that's a going price.
Yeah.
You know, it's New York City, so I don't know if it's going to be
New York City.
super expensive or like over market and
right.
You know, like their cigarettes.
Either one or you don't.
Yeah, it was the one. I'll talk about what we played, but apparently this one I was not familiar with. Michael familiar, and I went back and listened to it, and I liked it. I don't want to say just as much as the other one, but I liked it a lot.
Okay.
Hellstar. What was the other like 80s? On my birthday, I talked about an 80s metal record that I want to get. What was it? I can't remember.
80s
Anyway.
metal.
Yeah.
American metal or
Yeah, this would be considered power metal, I guess. Oh, it says right there on the front, a U.S. power metal classic. It just answered both of our questions with one little phrase.
you want a Dawkins?
I mean, I like a Dawkins. Don't ever let it be said that I don't like Dawkins.
Dave.
That came out wrong. That could be,
Right.
yeah. I don't. What anybody does with their own personal time, it's not really any concern of mine. What?
What you do with your dock is up to you, buddy.
Sure. I didn't mean to do that. This is what I'm trying to do. Hey, look at here now. But I gotta find the. Where's my patch? It's been covered up.
I do want to say, I know you got a new theme this year,
Yeah.
but if we could talk about committing to the bit,
Yeah.
you guys want to see somebody who truly commits to the bit.
Fuck. Can't find the patch.
You watch Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Did you see Hot Ones with Conan O'Brien?
Oh yeah. I watched it with my mom.
Dude, I've never seen somebody commit so truly to do it than Conan on that
Being ridiculous.
then fucking out
He went
there.
he went in there with a level of ridiculousness on his mind, and he knew that that's what he was going to do.
If you haven't seen it, it's on you.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Blah, 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 blah. No, check it out. Fuck. Fucking arse. God damn it. Now I'm hitting wrong buttons. Things are happening. It's all downhill. No, it's a Thor record. That's not. I don't think it's ever been. No, I don't know about ever been released on vinyl. Let's see what it says here. A nearly lost gem in the career of heavy metal god of thunder Thor, performing the fictional metal fictional metal band Tritons with a Z. Thor and company kick out one of the best unheralded albums of the 80s metal ever. Featured in the horror camp classic Rock and Roll Nightmare, which has been featured on the Wednesday Watch Party on the Grown Men Record Night Twitch channel.
Yeah.
Halfway through, somebody was like, fuck, is that Thor? It sure enough is.
Hey, did Pilmer have anything to do with that?
He possibly did. I bet you anything.
He's such a great
There's my Thor patch he gave me.
curator.
I've got to get that on the jacket.
He's such a great curator.
Yeah. You know he had something to do with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, stoked about that. Also, that's coming out on Cleopatra. That gives me. I bet it's going to sound pretty fucking good. Mm-hmm. That'd be pretty cool to check out. Let's get in a little bit of what we played, shall we? Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
You know this. If I was to say to you, Steve. Hey kid, you're a pretty good drummer. What would you think I played?
What?
Hey kid, you're a pretty good drummer. Come on, this is a record night classic bit.
I don't know. My brain's not working.
Buddy Rich. Buddy Rich plays and plays and plays and plays. I don't know when this came out. Obviously, it's a little bit later. This was not exactly what I was necessarily reaching for the first record of the night.
Reginald Denny.
That had some. We might have some issues.
There's some teeth on it.
We may have some issues. But yeah, let's see when this came out. 77. Yeah. See, it had some good, interesting moments on the side I played, but also was not exactly what I was looking for the first record of the night.
That's why I do coke with Doc Severinsen.
It was a Goodwill pickup for 75 cents, and it's Buddy Rich. Fuck.
Yeah.
But fuck that, Bill. What are you talking about? Happy Friday, Bill. Yeah, so anyway, we'll move on. One of my favorite series of compilations ever. Ocean Drive. Beach Beat Records, and this was a subsidiary of Warner Brothers.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. They, so in the 80s, Warner put out these beachy ocean compilations, actually based out of Raleigh, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Beach Beat was out of Raleigh. And really good compilations. I did notice tonight, for whatever reason, yeah, this was actually 1980. Yeah, Larry Crockett, WKIX in Raleigh, NC. That's awesome. But I played side 4 tonight. It's got Soul Man from Salmon Dave, my favorite seafood-based soul group.
Oh, man.
Salmon Dave.
Salmon Dave.
Mama, He Treats Your Daughter Mean by Ruth Brown. That is a low-key banger. You ever heard that song?
No.
Mama, He Treats Your Daughter Mean? That was the... I don't want to say it's the best of that. The Tighten Up, Archie Bell.
Oh, for that? I was like, what are you telling me to do? You want some Pringles?
One Mint Julep by the Clovers. Walking Up a One-Way Street by Willie T.
Mm-hmm.
Willie T said, is he... no, never mind. I'm thinking of somebody else.
Man, did I hear a killer.
And I got Sand in My Shoes by the Drifters. Great compilation.
All right. I'm just going to interrupt for just a second.
Nope.
On the way down here, I heard a song I never heard before, but God damn it, I'm going to figure it out. It was on the Blues Channel. It was called...
The BC.
Sitting on It All Your Life, or Sitting on It All Night Long. No, not it was like,
Hey, yo.
you were 15 and you didn't know what to do. You're sitting on it all night long. And then as she got older and older, you're still sitting on it. Like, we was talking about, you're sitting on it. Didn't know what to do with it. It's so fucking good. I gotta find that song.
Yeah. Fucking JV cheerleaders, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it does start in the creepy phase, and by the end, she's like, "You're 6'3". You keep sitting on it, girl, or whatever." He's like, "I don't want any part of that."
Sandy's a pussy.
On the W Bear.
Oh yeah, look here. What up, Scotty?
You're so 63, you're too old for me, so keep sitting on it all the time.
This message furnished by the National Football League. Like I said earlier, I was talking about that one that got reissued. This is the one I picked up in NYC, that Hellstar, Burning Star.
Beautiful cover.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. I dropped.
It's better than that other cover you showed. That looked a little cheesy.
It did. It was a little later.
A little late 80s.
But this one's on Combat, which I know is like, yeah, don't fuck around if it's on Combat. At least take a look. I think this was like 84, if I'm not mistaken. I'll be honest with you. I'll be straight up. It had 35 bones on it.
What?
But I knew it was it was an OG combat like metal record. Not to mention, I was picking it up while I was in New York City.
High as a kite.
No. Oh, maybe. Sure. That's. Yep. Now that you mention it. But I did phone a friend. I called Metal Theologian. I was like, "Yeah, what's up with this? Like, I want to buy this." Like,
Phone a friend.
because I didn't know anything about it. I saw the cover. I know the label. I know the date, and I'm like, "This sounds like it's right up my fucking Buddy Hoyle." And he was like, "Oh yeah, man, that's yeah. You can feel good paying a little bit of money for that."
Yeah.
So, and he was right. He was 100% right. Because I love the fuck out of it.
What year?
I want to say 84. You can double chi me on that if you want.
Yep, you're right.
All right. Had a boy, Mike.
64 or 84.
That's some good work out of the young man right there.
Yep, 1984.
I told Zonk, man, and maybe we do something like mix it up, like in between, come with some something a little funky. And he reached over here and found this record. This is a record, man. We used to wear this shit out in the early record night days. In fact, I said if you go back and watch, it's one of the first like Dig of the Weeks or first So to Speak or Chip Chat or something. This record's actually playing in the background before we stop doing that for copyright reasons. I'm sure I picked this up in Goodwill.
Oh yeah.
Instant Funk, Witch Doctor. It's beat as fucking hell cover.
Yep.
It's got some elements. It's funk that's leaning toward disco just a little bit. But I always say that about this record, and tonight the disco part really never. Maybe I'm becoming a little more immune to that because it wasn't really disco-y at all, in my opinion, tonight. It was way more Funk City, but it is 79, and so when you're talking about funk records from 79, there's a lot of them that's going to have a little bit of disco in there.
Oh yeah.
It's a matter of how much and if they make it corny.
Fine line.
And there's nothing wrong with disco. Disco records can bang like fuck if they still have some integrity and have some fucking it's a good funky song that has a disco beat to it. Then sure, whatever. If it's just something corny to get on the radio, then fuck. Fuck.
I have this album.
Yeah, there's one other one over there that may have been. I don't know if it was later or not.
Refuse to put a shirt on.
Of course not. It's fucking hot in that studio. And I forgot to mention.
Yeah.
So we played side one of that. I think it was side one.
Yeah.
And so the first two tracks, there's only 3 tracks. The first 2 tracks are bangers. But look at that record again, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Look at the last song on side one.
The last song on side one is called "I Had a Dream," written by Bunny Sigler.
And I was like, oh, that's going to be Slow Jam City. But I'm like, wait a minute. I Had a Dream. MLK Day's Monday. Let's play it out. Let's let it roll a little bit.
Yeah.
Sure.
And what was it?
It was slow. It was not ideal.
Was it about MLK?
No, it's I Had a Dream. He's talking about some girl, whatever.
I had a dream.
But then
You came in.
we actually had something else like heavier queued up afterwards.
I had a dream that
But me
your
and-
cream was all about.
No.
Oh, what?
But then me and Zonk had the same thought at the same time because it was something we were going to play anyway. As that song was ending,
Yeah.
we ended up pulling out a little. This is Uncle Wes's record,
Oh yeah.
Electric Prunes.
You know?
I had too much to dream last night. So we did
Speaking of dreams.
we did a dream into a dream thing.
Did you go into to
This is
Allman
a,
Brothers after that?
this is a
Or
pretty
dreams.
this
or
is a pretty
Molly
clean
Hatchet?
like mono version of this. Yeah?
What's
It
that?
sounded great.
What's up in the middle corner there? Is that,
Labels, show the damn tricolor.
Oh, it's the tricolor Steamboat mono version of that, I guess.
oh yeah, the Rick Fries.
Reprise.
Whatever. You from America? You from England?
I'm from
The Steamboat. You
Butzel.
got pink and yellow and green. What do you want to do about it?
Pennsylvania. But yeah, I actually own this record, but it's one of the records. Zonkman posed a really good question. I own this record, but I own it without the cover. It's in like a generic white sleeve. How many records do you still own to this day like that? Chat, what say you? Do you guys keep any records that don't have sleeves? Or covers?
Only a couple that are just like Michael Jackson 25th anniversary, Thriller. For some reason I got one of the albums, but not the other one.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to throw it away.
Yeah.
Because it's got Vincent Price like solo tracking, like Thriller. You know, it's something.
Some people don't want anything to do with that at all.
Whatever. Good luck.
But that one I've kept because it's a great record to listen to. That's it. You can put you can look at it.
I'll put it where I want to put it.
But I mentioned like the two that jumped out at me when we're talking about this was that record. I've got a Salmon Dave, like a best of Salmon Dave. Salmon Dave, my favorite seafood-based soul act.
Stax Records.
I've got their best of that's in like a Generico sleeve, but it's a little poppy, but it plays through, and I've jammed it probably 200 times in my life. So sure, that's you know what I mean. Whoa, MTX WRL.
MTX.
Cheering with 100 biddies and a follow to the channel. Now a friend of the program. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by and checking us out. 100%. Thank you so much. Happy Friday to you. But yeah, I mentioned like, so the Electric Prunes, the that Salmon Dave, and there was a Hank Williams Sr. record that I kept that had my favorite song on it that I couldn't find anywhere else. I've since recently, in the past year, found.
It's not on that compilation, the 25.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I always think it is, but it's not. It's on a different one that I found in Goodwill at a record with no sleeve. Looks like it's written on with a screwdriver, but it had my favorite song, which I grew up with it on cassette. Long Gone Lonesome Blues is the name of the song. And but I've recently, in the past year, I was at a little digging spot and found a compilation that had and it was Goodwill. It was Goodwill.
It would be nice to find the 45 of that.
I don't know if it was on a 45, but I don't know.
Hold on.
You know what 7-inch I really want? A 45. I need to just buy it.
Jay.
What?
What 7-inch you really want, Jay? 7.
No. Are you kidding me? That kid's 3.5. Are you kidding me? What are we saying?
7 millimeters.
What'd you say? Love.
He's 3.5 at a strip club.
What?
Long Gone Lonesome Blues.
Long Gone.
No, I want
Yeah.
2 triple cheese.
Oh.
The Commander Cody.
Yeah.
2 triple cheese side order of fries. I think it's only on a 7-inch.
Really?
2 triple cheese side order of fries. I gotta have that one at some point. And I don't. That's a 7-inch I could pick up. I don't think it's a bunch of money or nothing. I'm just stupid and lazy, and I've just never picked it up. Again, because I'm stupid and lazy. Tank, you're in the way of the television program. Aha. Okay.
There's a compilation entitled
Dog Neck.
Long Gone Lonesome Blues, 49 to 50.
I know it from the movie. There's a baseball movie called Long Gone.
Yeah.
And that's one of the title tracks is Long Gone Lonesome Blues. That's where I learned about it. And when I was a kid, and then I found a Hank Williams Sr. compilation tape at my local Kmart or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And it had it. I've still got it. This is the one we actually took off the table to put that Electric Prunes on, so that we did a dream little back-to-back. This was, Aaron sent you this, Zongman?
Yeah.
Acid Mammoth?
Acid Mammoth.
This is the new record they put out this past year. Supersonic.
Megaphonic Collision.
Sure. Who puts this out? What? Heavy Psych?
Heavy Psych Sounds.
Heavy Psych, sure. These guys are Greek, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Greek band. Fantastic.
So there's the 45.
Stuff. Okay.
And on the B side, so it's Long Gone Lonesome Blues on MGM. Looks like this. Yellow. You can't see yellow because
Yep.
fucking colors. B-side, My Son Calls Another Man Daddy.
Oh, that's a tough look. That's a tough look to walk around with. I'll be honest with you. That just makes you want to fight. Hearing that makes me want to fight.
Acid Mammoth, Supersonic, Megaphonic.
Fantastic stuff. I would say this is another record that's like kind of down the middle, like stoner stuff. That's not good, thick, heavy riffs or some nice aggressive singing that again won't run your girl out of the room. No hollering and screaming.
It taps into a little doom.
Yeah, it's doomy. Sure, it's doomy at times, but it's not too crazy either way.
Yeah.
It's a nice it's a nice record. They put out some really
A
good.
nice record.
Actually, the whole Greek stoner scene is pretty fucking thriving and banging.
You know, these motherfuckers are Greek.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a Greek record.
You're a Greek record.
I'm a Greek record. Vance is a Greek record. I pulled this out, even though we played this. Would you mind handing me a brewski?
Yeah.
You help yourself to one if you'd like one. I pulled this record out. I think we played it just a couple 3 weeks ago.
A couple, 3.
But I had to, man. I had to.
Does that mean 6?
Thank you. Thank
Can
you.
you get me a brew?
What do you want, another purple?
Jade, yeah.
Madlib, Shades of Blue. This is Madlib Invades Blue Note. So this is an actual Blue Note record with legendary hip-hop producer and MC Madlib. And the reason I pulled this out is
Thank you.
big buzz around the fucking hip-hop community this week is Madlib was one of the unfortunate folks in California to lose his house to the fire and stuff, but lost all of his records. Madlib's record collection was
Destroy.
insane.
I was
he's
thinking-
one of those guys that's had an insane record collection, and he used that to make so much of this music over the years.
I did want to ask this lady up in western North Carolina, Burnsville, that had the river that came up 40 feet to her house. Like, she saw like cars that were crumbled floating by. She saw houses floating by. She saw 16 coffins floating by. I wanted to ask her,
16
did you
coffins.
see like vinyl records going by?
I saved them. But yeah, there was a lot of people. Like, I saw a lot of posts about on social media and stuff. Like, people like that really lamenting the fact that Madlib's collection is donezo, and what he's used to make so much of this terrific music for so long. And this is a jazz record. I mean, it really is a jazz record that he went into the Blue Note catalog to make this.
The beats are burning.
With their fucking not permission, but
Yeah.
with their what's the word I'm looking for?
Blessing.
With their blessing. Like, Blue Note was like, yeah,
We didn't officially have permission. We just got their blessing.
do your fucking Madlib shit on our fucking library.
Who owns Blue Note now?
I think the Chinese.
No, it's a big.
They're getting banned next week.
It's one of the big like
Blue
Warner,
Note's
Columbia,
out.
Columbia,
here.
Warner Brothers.
Oh, we got a frozen camera.
Frozen camera. We do.
Click it off and click it back
Yeah,
on.
if you would, please.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Wizard says I spent 15 minutes trying to beat Salmon Dave as a seafood pun, and the best I got was Jefferson Starfish.
Turn it back on again.
Universal Capital owns Blue Note, Bill says.
Universal. Thank you.
Can we get anything back?
We're good. That's good work out of Bill.
I'm just glad somebody's carrying the torch. You know.
C and the T.
What?
Carrying the torch.
I know.
This was my dig of the week from last week, and I played side 2 or B. Are you a 2 or a B guy?
I'm 2.
Okay.
If it was at 45, I'd say B side.
Okay.
If it's at 33, I'd say 2.
That's fair.
Is it?
That's fair. I don't know if it's right. It's fair. This was Cherubs. I picked this up last week. Ordered this. It was, for whatever reason, I checked it out on Amazon. One of the more recent
I thought it was Chubbs.
Cherubs. Slow Blow and Friends for Sexy. That's how I'm reading this. It came out on Relapse Records, but I picked it up last week. It's something I went to the, for whatever, sometimes I'm listening to music at work and I'm like, man, what's that going for on Amazon? You know, I just immediately and I plugged it in. And I'd looked it up before, and I think it was around $20 or something like that. And it's an EP, so there's not. It's a 45 like EP, so there's not tons of songs and material on here. And I was like, yeah, I mean, but for whatever reason, when I looked at it this time, $12.99, like marked down. I'm like, with free shipping, like, brother,
get that motherfucker over here.
Do it. And I've jammed it probably 3 or 4 times, and man, I fucking love that band so much.
Sure.
Even that little acoustic jam, Suey Pig, the acoustic Suey Pig on there. Suey. That shit's fucking banging. Amazing band. Old motherfuckers, too. They were old when they recorded this shit.
Texas noise rock giants, Cherubs.
Yeah. I got ready to ask Zonkman to hand me a beer. He literally just handed me a beer. Jesus Christ.
Suey Pig. Yep.
I fucked you up by opening it already.
Did you listen to that side?
We did. We listened to side B
That
or
had Suey
2.
Pigs on it?
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff. Fantastic stuff. More about Cherubs possibly coming up in the near future. I don't think I've told this story like last week. It's possible I did. But funny thing about these guys, I was watching an interview. They're probably, I want to say like late 50s. I'm just guessing. But, and I'm watching the singer and guitar player. He has a very like small face and a very unique voice. And as I'm watching it, and I'm like, wait, man. I looked it up. He was in the movie Slackers, the Linkletter movie.
Out of Texas.
Which that's Austin City.
Yep.
He's the guy at the bridge throwing the typewriter over the fucking bridge. He throws the tent over. She's not gonna fuck him in this tent. And then the guy makes him. He reads the stuff out of the book and makes him throw it over the bridge. The guy in the white T-shirt is the singer from Cherubs.
Really?
And I immediately made the connection.
That's correct.
When I was watching the interview, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I looked it up. I found a Google article, and it was like, oh, yeah.
That happens to me all the time while I'm watching MeTV.
Dude, you know what Svengali is? Or
Svengoolie.
Svengoolie
Yeah.
is tomorrow night?
It's the Bride of Dracula.
Nuh-uh.
What?
Attack of the Killer
Oh,
Tomatoes.
that's right.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes
Attack
with
of the Killer
Svengoolie
Tomatoes.
tomorrow night.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
And then finally, you want to save this for Dig of the Week?
No. Let's go
Okay.
ahead.
This was still in what we played.
This is one of my digs.
Okay. Sure. Didn't know fuck all about this.
Brian Bennett, it's like a...
Double B.
It says, the subtitle is a...
Great cover.
Something... Discoid funk? Yeah.
A voyage, a
Journey into discoid funk. It's very
Discoid.
funky at times, very disco at times,
very European.
but very kind of synthwave and a little bit of like early synthwave.
Yeah, but is this a new record or is this something they reissued?
I think it's a reissue.
Okay.
But it was an RSD.
I would say maybe. I bet you Bill would know something about that.
Yeah. What's it say? 1978 album from Shadows drummer Brian Bennett. First time ever vinyl release.
Might get the Cherubs Slackers a top 5 movie for me, dude. Cherubs is fantastic.
On Real Gone music, and there's the gate.
Oh yeah, Real Gone. Where do I know Real Gone
Open
from?
yet? I don't want to rip it up until I get the hype sticker off of it. Real Gone.
I know Real Gone from something. I got the hiccup. I got the Melmacian hiccups. That's what we played. I think that's our cue for some marbles, isn't it?
Marble.
Marbles. I got a shot. For some reason, I got a shot waiting for me.
What? Did you not take the one before?
No, I did. That's
You
tequila.
poured that out of your special.
I just poured that out of my tequila flask.
Let me launch that fucking
I
Steam
think because I had that
application.
blood orange, I was like, I'm gonna try tequila and blood orange, and I ate the whole fucking blood orange before I even got to it.
Now you got to shit.
No, I did have to shit real bad the other day. I ate too many cherries
It'll do it.
and blueberries and cashews. It was like blueberries, cashews, and cherries. That means you're shitting the rest of the day.
Dude, let me tell you something. So there was a while when I deviated from like a low carb thing.
Yeah.
And what I did was I was doing a Mediterranean diet.
Yep.
I was all on board, except
Nuts are great. Yeah.
yeah, because you eat nuts and fruits and eat fish
Yeah.
and
Nothing processed.
nothing processed. And I was all on board with all because you know, when you do low carb shit, you can't eat a shit ton of fruit.
Right.
So I made for work. Sorry, I broke a fingernail.
What?
I broke a fingernail. Okay. So for work, I made me a little like mix in a Ziploc bag. I thought I was doing fucking the Lord's work. I did some fucking peanuts and raisins in like a Ziploc. So I'm sitting there working, and I'm just fucking hork slamming these things like I'm editing and shit.
Oh, I love
And then like yeah, it's
Trail
such a the sweet and
little
salty.
homemade trail mix is sweet and salty. Yeah.
But I ate so much. About 30 minutes later, I was like, let's hold that phone. And boy, was I holding that phone. It was a problem. I think I did it like a couple of days in a row before I finally realized, like, hey,
Where it was coming from.
you can't live life like this at all. Like, this is
Well,
not-
maybe after you end up shitting yourself for like 3 or 4 days, you might get over that hump.
And my mom was like, yeah, that's great, but you can't eat a bunch of that. Like, you have a handful. I'm like, yeah.
It's like if you love green apples, like you better
See, that's my problem is when I like,
get the green apple squirts.
I never did though. I grew up eating green apples by the shirt full. I'd fold my shirt up. My record's like 16, 18 at a time maybe. Put a little salt on them.
You know, they say God didn't make little green apples. And it don't rain in Indianapolis in the summertime.
No. As sure as God made green apples, the Cubs are going to win the pennant. That's what Harry
Oh,
Carey
is that
said.
what you said?
That's what Harry Carey said. Sure as God made green apples. All right, let's get in here and do this.
So I guess there's a debate whether God made or did not make little green apples.
I mean, if there's a chance, I'm going to side with Harry Carey no matter what it is. What?
Pick one.
No, can't just pick one. No. All right, folks, here we go. Exclamation point play in the chat. Exclamation point play in the
That
chat.
was the first one.
Big Bad Luke, one of them Georgia boys, owns the track
yeah.
record for us at 2:10 and some change. We'll see if anybody can beat that tonight. Good luck to
Who
everybody.
you pulling for in the national championship game?
Aha!
Is that Monday night?
Monday.
Okay. Who you pulling for in the NFL now that you Tampa Bay Bucks got?
Buffalo Bills.
I'm pulling Detroit.
That's my. I wouldn't mind the Lions doing it either.
I know everybody wants on the Lions train, but my good friend Faye, she's Detroit born and bred, or maybe not born, but
I love Josh Allen. I love like the culture behind the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, it's
But if it was a Bills Lions Super Bowl, I would be super fucking happy. That would be perfect for me. Because you're getting one of the teams that just like really deserves it at this point is going to get it. That would be fantastic.
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
But the Ravens are there.
Yeah.
Those fucking Chiefs. Fuck this. Sorry, Aaron, but fuck the Chiefs.
It's somebody else's time. That's all it is.
It's somebody else's time.
Everybody loves parody.
We're gonna win, right? We're gonna win. We're gonna win.
Get a good spot, folks.
I've already
Get in
taken
here.
you for a shit. You already shit.
Okay.
All right.
I don't want to wait anymore.
Let's see. What's today?
That's a good question.
Today is January. What? I don't know.
Oh, there was another one too. I meant to mention on the that Madlib.
Yep.
There's a song called "Song for My Dad," and a couple of days ago was the anniversary of my dad croaking.
Oh Lord.
So as I was seeing that was that's the reason I chose that side of the record. I wanted to play the record because he lost his record collection and shit. A little bit of a high five. But then I chose that side because since my dad croaked and shit. All right, let's run this. Miss, you come sliding in at the last minute.
I'm ready.
Speaking of slackers.
Hello. What was I thinking about on the way over here?
A vagina that is also a burrito? Was that just me?
No, because I've always
Whoa. What is
I've
that?
always felt like if God didn't want man to eat pussy, why did he make it look like a taco?
What the fuck?
That's just, I live by that.
That's crass.
So burrito, I don't know, open that up. It's a taco, right?
Open taco.
Get a little lettuce bush there on the side. Okay, I'll shut up.
What do I do? Come on, record
Just some
night.
thoughts I have, random thoughts.
Scally's over making moves. Mr. Bouchard. Is that the numero uno right here?
Miss you, come on down. Uh-oh, stay in there. Oh, you're on.
Did I go off the board? I'm not off the board, but I'm
No,
struggling. I think I'm
no.
stuck. I'm still stuck up there.
Oh, here's where people get stuck or don't.
Oh. Let's see who slides through. Songman slides through.
You're leading. You got anything to show?
Leader of the pack.
You got some digs?
Rum, rum.
Got a few. I got a few. You want to do yours first? Or?
I miss
Yours is.
All right, then I'll go pee.
having a good oldie station over the radio, man.
Well, there's WTOB,
Yeah.
but you know their signal really sucks. I'll be honest with you.
Uh-huh.
My friend John, who I
But
play,
it's not a straight up
I
oldie
play in a
station, is
couple
it?
bands with. He has a show there called
Ooh.
your local music checkup with Dr. John.
Well, let's see what happens to the Zonkman.
It's not exclusively oldies. They do all kinds of shit, but they
Yeah, I mean like a straight up oldie station. you
yeah.
know? Or you hear, because I said that, like, when's the last time you heard Leader of the Pack on the radio? You know what I mean? Like, I used to
On
love
WTOB.
shit like that.
That's a really stupid song, by the way.
No.
But I love it. I do love it. But
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
corny, but yeah, it's corny.
Uh-oh. Nate Bouchard. We got two
Nate's
people coming
making
to the other
moves.
side. The other side.
Oh, just by the hairy, that chinny chin chin.
Did not beat the record, I don't think.
Oldies moved to AM. Yeah.
You didn't say who won.
Nate Bouchard.
Nate Bouchard.
And Mount Scully
still-
Radio? Mount Scully? Is that what that is?
Look at him. He's still fucking. Nate's still stomping around
He's
down there.
like
He's
hitting people. Like, all right, we know you won.
He's all
Don't be,
jazzed
like,
up.
Jazzing, hitting people. What are you doing?
I think he's on creatine, Steve.
Probably.
I think-
or
but-
Kratom.
We need to start testing for
I
creatine.
started taking Kratom recently.
I don't think that's. Probably shouldn't. Actually, this is final results. 220 and some change. Wow, only 10 seconds off the record. Miss U's the only one that
Why
didn't
do I
finish.
stick out as in white, as in
She
like
met
in
a-
blue? What's that mean? Nice. Hey, what are you eating over there? There's something over there?
Miss U stopped to smell those fucking roses.
Yeah, that'll get you every time.
She got that DNF. Do not.
Oh, I know what it was. When I was talking about Hot Ones
Yeah.
with Conan O'Brien, I wanted to tell everybody, you need to watch this. If you're a woman, go ahead and pee before you watch it because you're gonna pee yourself. That's all.
What up, Zorlok? Zorlok says creatine good, kratom bad. That's what I'm telling him.
Kratom. The verdict's still out on Kratom.
No, I don't. If you. There's a verdict.
Is there a verdict?
I mean, depends on who you want to listen to, but yeah, there's a verdict. There's an overarching verdict.
Well, the funny thing is, it came back into my life. I bought a thing of Kratom in a powder, but I didn't know. I was like,
That is not a unit of measurement.
I'm not quite sure what to do with this. So, While I was up in Western North Carolina, I met this girl named Christy who's been sleeping in a tent. She's from Missouri. She helps people do whatever they need to get done to help folks, you know. But I rode along with her, and she really good. She has a really nice Jeep, and we were going all kinds of places.
She have rubber ducks in the dashboard?
With her car. I don't know, but she had a little thing of kratom sitting there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, so we started talking.
You mind if I snort this while you're driving?
I started talking. I was like, tell me about, how's kratom? Does it work for, I just know.
Oh, drugs, conversation. I got a conversation, drugs. There's my end, drugs.
Nah. Anyway, so I revisited it, and so I went home. When I went home, I remembered I still had a bunch of gel caps left over from some other drug days or whatever. And I had this thing of like powder kratom, and I was like, so I would Google like what's the proper dosage, and it says you should start with maybe a gram. So I do have a little scale just for measuring. Actually, my wife's scale. I don't know what she
macros. Just say measuring macros.
It's not a triple beam, so it's not that crazy. But so I would pack these little gel caps till I got to a gram. So it's about 3 of those was like grams. So, yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
Let's get a little Dig of the Week action. I actually have some records on order, and I thought that would have been here for Dig of the Week this week, but they've been held up in transit, we'll say.
Okay.
And so I'm still waiting on a big I made a little bit of an order. I'll tell you something else cool I did. I watched a documentary last night. I posted it to the Discord. It's called I Can't Believe, or Why Am I Doing This? But then colon... a movie about touring or what. It's a documentary about touring.
Okay.
Like smaller bands, and it's about like real touring. Like staring at the road, like fucking van gets broken into, like club doesn't pay you, have to sleep on people's floors. There are a bunch of stories from a bunch of indie bands like that. That I really enjoyed. It was a little slow. I'll probably never watch it again. But it was a pretty cool documentary to sit around on a Thursday night and watch. But as I'm getting done with it, I started Googling some of the bands. Actually, I went to Bandcamp and started looking up some of the bands that were in there because I dug some of the music. And I noticed a lot of the bands that I was discovering, a lot of their albums were name your own price. And if you don't know, on Bandcamp, you can name your own price and put 0 and download them or whatever. I'm not really doing that. What I'm trying to do is build up my Bandcamp library. So you have to like pay at least $1 to add it to your library.
Really?
So I bought like 5 or 6 albums last night from that documentary. I bought them off of Bandcamp for $1 a piece. So I probably got 5 albums last night for $5 that I can add to my shit that will play on like video game streams and shit we do in the week.
When
whatever.
you're traveling, you can play.
Yeah. Because Bandcamp sounds better than Spotify. Way better. The bit rate and shit is way better. And there's no commercials.
The only thing I can bring up when I'm in your car, he has a work car that I have to borrow sometimes because we don't have a fucking vehicle. But the only thing that comes up is Spotify.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that, but I did realize after the first trip, because I only had a couple things in my playlist, that I went back and like loaded up my playlist before I took the second trip up to Western North Carolina.
You know what's on Spotify? It's the record.
The Gourmet Record Night playlist.
Yeah.
Which needs to be updated.
It does. But it's
good.
I played it today when I was.
If you want the classic Gourmet Record Night, go to Spotify and bring up the Gourmet Record Night playlist.
Exclamation point playlist, and that'll get you there right now.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. If you exclamation point playlist. There you go. Who did that? Scotty Stricknine. That's a mod for you.
So.
Had a boy, Scotty. What up, Dan?
I got a bunch of shit to run through here real quick.
Spotify's a work of the devil. Yeah, it's not my deal. But
I did go with I got a gift card to Hippo in Winston.
Okay.
So I went to Hippo, but right across the street is a Goodwill that I'll hit up every once in a while.
Yeah, I like that Goodwill.
Well,
that's where I got my Laserdisc player.
I went there and I found some shit that I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this stuff because I'm a huge Enoch Light. I've got a bunch of Enoch Lights.
Yeah. You find a bunch of those there?
I got a couple.
Oh yeah, Enoch Light.
What label's that?
We share a love of Enoch Light with our pal Chris from Dixieland Farm. He's a big Enoch Light
Not
guy.
the standard label I see. It says Total Sound Stereo Project, but
They did Enoch
what's-
did
they did the-
Command. He did a lot of stuff.
Command,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of
Here
stuff
it
on
is. Here, so
Command,
here's this is one's called Faraway Places with Enoch Light, and I just love what I love about Command records are the
so thick and glossy.
thick and glossy, and it's heavy, and it's like
And it always does that when you open it. No matter how old it is, when you split it open,
yeah.
it goes.
So on Command, Faraway Places, Enoch Light and his orchestra, featuring harpsichord and exotic
Harpsichord.
percussion. So it's got some really nice little logos of Hawaii, Paris, Sumatra.
Oh yeah,
I just love that.
yeah. I love Enoch Light stuff. And but listen. All right, hush.
Oh, I've already popped it open.
No, but it does it. No matter how many times you've done it, it makes that little sticky break open sound. But yeah.
But this one's not a Command.
Okay.
So I think it's something later, maybe. I'm not quite sure what the deal is here.
Scotch going down. Holy shit! I should do another shot.
Well, I think I stole a record. I stuck it in here.
Oh.
This is speaking of like, you have any records that don't have their sleeves?
Yeah.
It was just like, well, I gotta take this record home, but it doesn't have a sleeve.
So you stole it.
I guess I did. The Safaris
Oh.
on Dot Records.
Oh yeah.
Would you not steal that?
I mean, I would steal it.
I paid $1 for it, right? Or maybe not. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
Safaris, man.
this other one's Enoch Light presents Patterns in Sound Volume 7 with Project 3 Total Sound Stereo. The Total Sound Incorporated, whatever that is.
Oh yeah, I got some Project
This
3.
is from 1969.
I got some Project 3
Okay.
records. Yeah. Here's your evidence.
My stolen project. What's on here? Wipeout. Yep, that's enough. That's all I need to tell you. Faraway Places. I just love the cover. I don't know what this is. It's on London Records. It's called Ted Heath Personnel Spotlight on the Sidemen.
Oh.
Look at that cover though. I just love that. It's like
Oh yeah.
almost like a family tree of jazz or something.
Yeah. So it looks like early jazz stuff. I see some.
No idea what it
I
is.
see some cornet on here,
Cornet.
which is telling me. Let's see if anybody. Eddie Blair. See if I recognize any of these guys. Frank Orton.
Oh
with the organ. I
yeah,
knew that.
here's something I stole because it was just like a piece of paper that was sitting there. How to do the twist.
Oh wow.
Look at this little map.
Oh, that's cool.
That's going in the man cave.
Hell yeah.
Not that I like the twist. I fucking hate Chubby Checker, but come on, baby.
Jim Cornette.
How about little Capitol Records, the Jonah Jones Quartet swinging around the world?
Oh, we're swinging, baby.
So that was about the most true jazz record that I picked up that I thought,
dig
well,
that coat.
this one's got to be, pretty banging.
Oh, I like the back cover.
Look
Yeah.
at show the back cover.
Oh.
Yeah, it's empty.
All right. Sure.
Love it.
That's got record
It
night
don't matter.
graphic.
You ain't gotta have no teeth to play the trumpet.
That's got record night graphic written all over it.
Yeah. We'll come back to that at a later date in Photoshop. Because it all began with me on the recorder, I just couldn't let this one go. It's called Heart the Glad Sound.
You telling me you bought
Music-
a fucking recorder
Music
record?
for recorders.
You bought a recorder record?
Fuck yeah. If someone has the balls enough to put actually a recorder on a vinyl record, I'm gonna listen to it.
Wow. And I'll tell you who had the balls to do that. These people. That's who had the balls to do it. These people right here. Boom. That's fucking recorder sitting right there.
I'll be honest with you,
That's
last time I played
recorder
recorder was when the Ramcat opened up after pandemic. We did the Rolling Stones tribute, and I played recorder on Ruby Tuesday. I played that. I got this
Ruby
specifically.
Tuesday.
I wasn't going to get it, and I thought, I'm going to get this for our man down in Wilmington. I could not pass it up.
Wolfington.
Music for Yachtsmen,
Oh,
featuring Vaughn Monroe and his orchestra, Betty Johnson, and the Boatswain's Mates.
oh, boat.
And I think
Carl's got a boat.
there's a good picture of Carl in the back there.
Carl's got a boat.
That's what I'm saying. This is Carl's record, by the way.
Boat.
Bought this for Carl.
Yachtsman.
For Carl. Oh yeah, look at this guy. Why Carl doesn't walk around like this, I have no fucking
One day,
idea.
Carl's going to wake up and see that guy standing right over on top of him.
Everybody call me Captain.
You know, you spittle when you sleep a little bit. Get out of my boat, man.
Here's one of those records that maybe got to be one of those. I don't know if it's when you're on taking a boat cruise. It's a
Boat?
Calypso record. Sir Freddie Grant's Caribbean Troubadour.
Oh yeah, is this a cruise ship record?
I don't know. Probably not. It's probably
No?
more of a. Looks like an official kind of.
I like a cruise. I
Yeah.
like a Calypso record
I
though.
just love it.
Yeah, look at that.
Couldn't pass that up.
Is that what you call it
Yep.
down in Brazil?
No. Carnival?
Carnival?
No.
Is that not
It's
Carnival?
Calypso. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Just people having a good time.
Yeah.
I think it's.
There's a lot of fucking.
I think
down
it's
there.
Jacksonville.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah. Anyway, so these are actually the digs I got. Well, let's go and do this one. This past week, went and saw the DBs, which is a jangle pop band out of the Triangle area of North Carolina.
Sure.
But they were very popular band of the time, of that REM time, of Let's Active, and the DBs made their mark. Chris Stamey and
Mark.
Peter Holtzapfel from the DBs
Delicious.
went to Reynolds High School. And so it was kind of a homecoming concert in Winston-Salem that was rescheduled. They were going to do it in December, but someone had COVID. But so I picked up this little this 45. It's like an early DBs release called Dynamite.
Nice.
It's a really good show. I really have a lot more respect for them as like
Look, Murray effect.
guitarists and whatever.
See the Murray?
Yeah, yeah. And I got Peter to sign it
Peter.
because I do have Chris. Chris has signed some stuff. I've worked with Chris promoting some of the stuff when he did the Sam Moss record and the DBs when they did like a re-release of lost material.
Peter.
I got
beats
him on our
Dick.
morning show, so I kind of worked up a relationship with Chris. But
Would you give me a brewski, something, man?
Yeah.
Thank you.
here's a record I'm not quite. I listened.
Okay.
No, I have. It's really good. That You Not Dare to Forget, which is it's a record store day release that
Thank you, sir.
Let's see.
has a bunch of artists kind
So don't
of
get
paying
knocked over.
homage and doing like their versions of
Thank you.
some Miles Davis music.
Interesting. Meb.
Meb.
Reginald Denny. Okay. You said you've listened to this?
Yes.
You enjoy about it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. That's all that matters.
But it's got let's see who's on here.
Terry
The
Wilson.
Miles Electric Band featuring Blue, Ron Carter, Stanley Clark, Miles Davis, John Dryden, Donald Harrison, Daryl Jones, Adrian Lamont, Marcus,
You said Blue?
Marcus Miller, who we saw at the Jazz Festival, Jeremy Pelt, Rashay Reeves, Vernon Reed,
Vernon Reed?
John Schofield, Lenny White, Quentin Zotto, and many more. So yeah, that's what that is. Here's one I haven't opened. It's sealed?
When you said Blue, you didn't mean Blue Mitchell, did you?
No.
Okay.
It's just BLU is the artist name.
Oh, okay.
It's a sealed. I paid a lot of money for that. Okay. James Patrick Page, Session Man. So this is one of those like, it was probably like a bootleg or something where it has a lot of stuff that Jimmy Page played on when he was working in the studio as a guitarist. But all this stuff is stuff that he played on. So we're talking about Pat Wayne and the Beachcombers doing "Roll Over Beethoven."
P-Dub?
Mickey Most, First Gear,
Double M.
the Primitives, Chris Ravel and the Ravers, the Pickwicks, Lulu and the Louvers, the Sneakers, the Yardbirds. Of course, we know the Yardbirds, the new Yardbirds. Yeah.
Yardbird means chicken.
But sealed copy, I was like, yeah, I cannot. Ah.
Whoa, what are you doing there, Tank?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
So, did you know about this, or how did you?
I think
something made you pick it up.
Well, I knew that Jimmy. I knew there were a bunch of records out there where Jimmy was like the gun for hire, especially with like them and other bands that didn't just their guitarists weren't quite good enough. But
Sure.
Jimmy was there in the studio before he went out as a player for the Yardbirds. Last but not least, I was really happy to come across this at Hippo. It's a Bad Company live show. Newcastle City Hall broadcast, 1974. Bad Company, The Northern Lights.
Huh.
Haven't opened it yet.
Does it have that song on it? What's the one I'm thinking
Called
about?
Bad Company? I will say, for a band like that, their first album, Bad Company, by Bad Company, which had Bad Company on it, that fucking first album has like 7 fucking songs
Greatest hits.
that will blow you away. It's like, what the fuck? The first album?
Yeah.
Anyway,
What's
yeah, it's on there.
What's the record that's the most like that? That is like, it literally feels like a greatest hits record, but it's just an album.
Gee.
Thriller?
is up there, but there's some tracks on there that you're like,
Hotel California?
okay.
What about Born in
Maybe.
the USA?
I've got one in my head. That's a good record. Don't sleep on that. We used to pull it out for 4th of July, and every year everybody
You're
would
gonna say Sports by Huey Lewis
No.
and the News?
Invisible Touch.
Oh, I was gonna say Genesis might be up there.
Yep. Invisible Touch is a fucking greatest hits record of like 80s.
Alice in Chains,
Genesis.
Dirt.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Nate,
That's a good one.
I
That's a
give
good
credit where credit's due.
Where'd you say? Is my chat stop working?
You gotta keep up.
It didn't pop up. No pop. Is the chat not up on the fucking screen? Am I fucking stupid? Wait a minute. Oh,
That's your fault.
that's my fault. Sorry, everybody.
Yeah, but it's a little behind the times.
It's okay. It's all right.
The only thing that's frozen is the dog.
Is that all you got for Dick of the Week?
Freeze it.
What are you doing?
Dick of
Yeah,
the
that's all I got. I'm sorry. I kind of zoned out there for a second.
Restart the show. Yeah, I know. I'd like a shot of liquor.
Week? Oh,
Somebody hand me the.
Howler Head.
The banana.
You want one?
No, I'm good.
He's doing
I've
This
transferred.
is from the Zonk Man from my B day.
That's a cool bottle.
Howler's Head banana flavored bourbon.
I gotta pee.
This shit's fucking insane. Ooh, a nice bouquet.
Phoebe Bouquet.
Sure. One thing I don't like about liquors like this is it leaves everything sticky. The shot glass, your hands, yeah, but it tastes good as fuck. But now I feel like I've been fingering a pancake. Speaking of fingering a pancake, welcome to the program Zonk Man, everybody.
I like pancakes. Sure. Where are the pancakes?
Dude, top breakfast of all time. It's the day you're gonna die. What's the breakfast you're having? Best breakfast of all time. Are you a breakfast guy?
Yeah. The buffet. How about just a breakfast
No,
buffet?
you can't do that.
Oh, I'm cheating.
That's cheating. That's like saying you got 3 wishes. Like wish number 1, I want 100 more wishes. You know.
How about biscuits,
Okay.
scrambled eggs,
Okay.
grits poured over
Ooh. Over all of it?
it.
Ooh.
Then shredded cheese.
Yeah, sure.
And then the good sausage gravy poured over that.
Over everything.
Over everything.
I fuck with that. I tip that. I
I feel like I'm leaving something out though. That's breakfast essential.
I would go pretty similar to that, but my other option would be if I'm not doing like a biscuits and gravy with like bacon and eggs and shit like that. My other option would be pancakes and bacon together, syrup over everything, of course.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Country fried steak, biscuits, hash brown, sausage links. Jesus Christ, Wiz. Yeah, I mean, I fuck with that too. What's up, Sean? The beat stylist up in this mug. What?
Sean, what's up?
My last breakfast would be some bomb edibles. Okay. Jesus Christ. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Taste. Unless you got some of those, what's Hannibal Lecter use? Farva beans or something?
I don't know, man. That's your bag, dude.
Whoa, man.
How about an old school poor man's room temperature bacon on white bread with some catsup? Sure. Or how about some rippers from Rutt's Hut?
A Rutt's Hut? I'm not familiar with a Rutt's Hut.
I bet Sean is.
Is that some?
I bet. Biscuits and
beef
tomato
sauce.
gravy?
Beef sauce is that.
Tomato gravy? What the
Huh?
fuck is that?
Now that's something that somebody turned me on to a long time ago. We just getting like a breakfast sandwich. You get just sausage and cheese,
Yeah.
an egg, with a tomato slice, mayo on a bun, toasted bun.
Jimmy Buffs? You prefer Jimmy Buffs over Rutt's Hut? Okay, sure. I know Jimmy Buffs.
Jersey.
Tomato
Jim-
gravy with coffee. Oh yeah, red eye gravy. Sure, we do the country ham with red eye gravy down here. What's up, Sean
Red
Scully,
eye.
by the way? Cheers to you.
Okay.
Yeah, you got me thinking of fucking breakfast now.
Right now.
I'm fucking turned out sideways and shit. No, Zonkman's got some stuff for day of the
I got
week.
some things of the week.
Yeah,
We'll try to whiz through this.
sure.
This is kind of. Did you need your phone, Mr. Fever?
Or was breakfast shirt.
Oh, Action Jackson. This is a Discogs seller, so kind of order some stuff online, and it's kind of like
You do that a
kinda-
lot?
No, it's like a couple times a year maybe. There's a particular one I like that's reasonable and always grades their stuff. True,
Okay.
you feel confident about it.
Sure.
And and I do use it for a lot for like to fill gaps and shit on the crazy ass want list.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna start right off with something I'm not normally big with, but compilation. And it's just Blues Explosion.
Oh.
Now my thing on this is it's got a Stevie Ray Vaughan track.
Yeah, I already said, yeah.
But this, if you're reading it, it is, what was the year? It's from the Monterey Jazz and Blues Festival. It's just blues artists on this particular compilation.
82.
82.
John Hammond, Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, Sugar Blue, Coco Taylor and the Blues Machine, Luther Guitar Jr., Johnson, J.B. Hutto and the New Hawks.
Everything is fabulous on this record, too.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it's all good.
Fucking dropping
It
shit.
wasn't no
Dropping shit.
mint copy or nothing.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's a great. And then 82 was also, I forget the whole
Atlantic.
story, where he didn't necessarily get booed off stage, but he didn't get a good take from the crowd in 82, Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Really?
Yeah, because I think it was right before he went to that before they recorded Texas Flood. And whoever the promoter, manager, I don't know, was, they took him. And then the whole story is he didn't get very good reception with the audience, but it's when he met Bowie and Jackson Browne.
Huh.
And they took him like afterwards, and they went to this late club, and they played till the sun came up.
Did a lot of cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
And then, of course, that's when,
Let's dance.
right, I made the connection. So Stevie would play on David Bowie's album, and I don't think that he was ever credited originally with that. And then Jackson Browne told him, he said, "Dude, you can in my studio, you can come and record in my studio anytime."
Huh.
So it was a big deal to have those two artists recognize another artist.
Hell yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, here's some more
I want
interesting
to
stuff.
start talking like Bowie when I'm on the phone.
I've got to read this one. I hope you're ready.
Sure.
This is the Cosmic Chants by Paramahansa Yogananda.
Of course.
When
Traditional spelling?
When thy song flows through me, Paramahansa, Yoga, Yogananda. Are you familiar with the story of Paramahansa Yogananda?
Now, I'm more familiar with the NAPA.
So this is some chants, Mikey Bananas has got to find his inner self.
Ah.
It's
kind of chanty stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all,
I dig that.
of course, it's Indian based.
Dot or feather?
I'm non-familiar with this record. Non? Indian bread?
Yeah.
All right. Doing the best I can.
I feel you. So that's probably something kind of out of left field, maybe a little bit.
I don't like their food.
I love it.
It's a very spicy meatball.
Yeah, I like spicy. I don't like stuff that looks like baby shit.
Here's another one. Bill Carter, Loaded Dice.
I know Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. This is not Bill Cosby.
It's not Bill Cosby?
We're not going to put anything in your drink.
You're telling me this is not Bill Cosby?
This is not Bill Cosby.
All right.
So this is like a later kind of blues record.
Oh,
but
this guy fucks so many bitches. Oh my God.
It's a blues record, but there's some keyboard stuff on there too.
Oh, the gloves. The glove says his body.
He can't leave his fingerprints, man.
His body count is over. It's triple digit body count.
Damn, that's serious.
This guy plugs holes better than alien tape, Steve. I'm telling you.
But
this guy's
yeah.
Well, back cover, plugging holes.
Same picture.
His dick is denim. He's got a denim dick. Denim dick.
Stevie Ray, of course, played on a track.
Okay.
So that's why I go after that.
I thought it said loaded dick. It says loaded dice.
Dude, but some of those like 80s like blues records that they look corny as fuck, but they smoke.
Right.
Yeah.
This is gold stamp promo.
Nice.
Anyway.
It makes it worth a whole bunch of money.
All right, here's some more modern day stuff for you,
so
man.
I was hating on two teenage boys who beat me to the crates at Goodwill the other day and started pulling out OG Beatles and Stones out of it. Hours later, I was happy for them. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Yeah. I've went through that conundrum a couple of times myself. At first I'm like, man, fuck you, dude. And then like, God, good for them. Good for them.
They need to experience. Sure. This is some more modern stuff. Starcrawler.
Starcrawler.
She said, all right, it's kind of like a LA, maybe a punk popish kind of band.
This looks like Santa Monica Boulevard kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Starcrawler.
And she's showing some damn...
oh, is that their chick? Is that a chick?
The lead singer is a chick, yes.
If you quizzed me and made me answer the question, I don't know which one you're talking about. I'm dead
The one
ass.
gritting her teeth.
That's the chick?
That's the chick.
God, I hate 2025 so much. So much. I hate it here. I fucking hate it here.
At least there's a different picture of her on the back, so you can tell which one's the chick on the back.
At least show your gash so we can figure it out.
Right, because she has like, she has no tits, so I can understand
That's not
that.
the one I wanted to fuck.
Yeah.
Whoa,
This.
your package is bigger than mine. Whoa. Anyway. All right, we're still getting through. All right. Here's a little. This is an interesting record. Did not know what I was getting into on this. Johnny Copeland, bringing it all back home.
Okay.
So Johnny Copeland, blues,
Yeah, I know
and I
Johnny
thought
Copeland.
it was Alligator Records, but I don't think this one is.
It looks like alligator, but wow.
But this is actually all like African rhythms and
Sure,
stuff. So that's what
yeah.
he's talking about, bringing it all back home. So it was all. This was
Man.
kind of more of a.
This looks cool as fuck, man.
You know. It was R&B record.
I'm
like
immediately
everyone
like
was.
thinking like Fela Kuti vibes and shit like that, you know, like
Maybe not 100%. Maybe not so funky as that.
okay.
But definitely, you know, the beat and stuff
85 on Rounder Records.
on Rounder. You know, and then Copeland was one of the guitar players with Robert Cray and Albert Collins. Did that one record where they all three
Yeah.
played guitars against each other. No, not against, but with each other.
Yeah. Some back cover there. That's interesting as fuck right there. That looks really good.
So, and then this, of course, is something everybody is well aware of, including yourself. I finally got a copy for myself.
It's only just the best fucking vinyl record ever pressed in the history of fucking mankind. And I don't want to argue about fucking nothing. Les McCann live at Montreux. Holy shit. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Yeah, it only took me so long to get it.
Attaboy. Where'd you find this?
This was on that Discogs.
Oh, the
And it was,
Discogs. Okay.
You know, it was just like a VG, and it was just like, it was very modestly priced.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's not well, at least it was. It wasn't a fucking monsterly priced record back in the day.
You can find it overpriced for 20 quite regularly now.
I bet. I bet. Again, like Fleetwood Mac Rumors is.
Right.
You can't find that for under $20 nowadays. So that checks out. But yeah.
More Montreux, a couple Montreux Festival records. Now I forget, you said what year this was. This is like 74.
Yeah, I think it's 74.
73.
73.
So when it was actually recorded from was maybe 72. Somebody wrote on here June 24th, 1972. So 72 might have been when he was played, and then that record came. Oh, let's knock it all over.
Yeah, Nate says with Copeland, Cray, and Collins, back to that blues record. Then Bill says, oh, baby, congrats, Zonk. I found mine at a record fair about 4 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah, man.
So,
Hell
yeah, I don't feel too bad. I mean, I would have thought he already had his.
That just, I mean, it's not my favorite album of all time. This is so hard for a lot of people to understand when I say this. It's not my favorite album of all time. It's my favorite record of all time. Because it doesn't just mean sitting in my bedroom when I was a teenager and jamming shit. It means this. It means record night. It means when we fucking started the show. It means fucking 10, 12 years after we started the show. It means this show. So that record's everything. 100% everything.
Right.
But it's not, it's not like I grew up listening to that record or nothing. But like, it's made the biggest impact on this. Well, we could put the Rocky IV soundtrack up there for sure. For sure.
It's made great impact.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's my favorite record of all time. Like vinyl record, it's my favorite vinyl record of all time. Put that in the thumbnail so people click on it. Vinyl record. You have to put vinyl record in the thumbnail or people don't click on your shit. I learned that from Too Many Records. What's the top 5 vinyl records you need to own in your collection?
Vinyls. Sorry. I didn't get into
Is
that.
anybody doing a doc on GMRN? Jesus Christ. Well, it should. Imagine that. Oh, Lord. That would be there'd be like an area where like I'm all in black and white. Then the comeback and that'd be all right. Yeah, it's something to think about.
That's your known self.
They do need medical help. Yeah, you're right.
The known self.
Yeah, Fever's drug years.
See,
that's another whole
The
section.
opening scene is you learning how to walk with your new prosthetic foot.
Yeah, after gout.
Yeah.
When gout goes too far, we'll call it gout without cherries. Anybody doesn't know, you can use cherries to combat your gout if you're
okay.
regular gouter. If you're gout, can I use gouter?
But you will tote your britches.
Yeah, you will tote your britches if you go too far with the cherries, but it also helps prevent gout. I learned much too late in my life.
A flare up.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to hear if Big Tarvey is going to be right for me, but I'm hopeful. I still have time. It's very little time, but I still have time. It's time to make a change.
Time is an illusion.
Actually, I heard that tonight.
Ask your doctor. See, Bill's got the right idea. Ask your doctor. Ask your doctor if Big Tarvey is right for you.
Vic Tarvey is a figment.
Just a mini doc, 20 minutes. Yeah. It'd be great if we had a bunch of behind the scenes footage. We could go back and interview people. The problem is nobody remembers anything. Once they step through the fucking archways of this studio, it's like all of a sudden it's like instant amnesia.
That's why I don't.
Hey man, I got you Devo's first record. It's like I own 2 copies of this. Oh fuck, man. Because nobody remembers anything.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Like it could just all be made up. I didn't want.
Oh yeah, sure we can make it
It
up.
could just be like over the top.
Oh yeah.
You know, just like made up shit that maybe never even happened.
Yeah.
But being the documentary, now that would be a documentary.
And then I could weave stories in about like fucking my cousin and nobody would take it seriously.
Right. Because it really didn't happen.
Was that all the records you got?
That is all I had. Yeah, sorry. It was
Christ.
Yeah. So that's it for Dig of the Week. But don't go anywhere.
No. We got
We got, so to speak, Chip Chat.
what did we end up talking about doing for So to Speak?
It's in there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, Steve brought it.
Okay. Sure.
And then Chip is still to be decided, but there's a couple up there.
Yeah, TBD.
But
TBD.
it will be exciting nonetheless. Sealed, I didn't have. Oh, that's right. Fever had the sealed.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy right here. This guy knows what's going on. This guy's 100% knows what's
See,
going on.
you would have, like, in the documentary, like, this guy right here at this age would already be doing the show.
Oh yeah.
It was a fucking,
I would have been doing
what do they call it? Fucking with the kid. The kid's already got it figured. I can't think of the terminology.
rape.
Not a phenom, but
Prodigy.
prodigy.
Yeah.
Yes, this prodigy's already
I mean,
making a show.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right, we'll be right back. Grown Man Record ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. Wherever I go, he goes. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy. I'll teach him everything that I know. My buddy and me like to climb up a tree. My buddy and me, we're the best friends it could be. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me.
My Buddy from Play School.
You know, a lot of people will tell you that drugs are cool and that everybody's doing them. But you know what? They're wrong. See, everybody's not doing drugs, and you don't have to try them to be cool. Look, I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but I am telling you that you don't have to do something you don't want to just to keep your friends happy. I mean, if that's the way they feel, then maybe they're not your friends. And maybe they're not as cool as you thought they were. This is how I feel. And if you think that makes me uncool, you're wrong.
For information, call 1-800-223-DARE.
Amazing Blue Star Ointment stops itching fast. Athlete's foot, jock itch, psoriasis, ringworm, scalp itch, stops corn and callus growth fast. Winter itch, dry cracked feet. The original. Ask for it.
Well, they came to New Texas from all across the galaxy. Some good, some bad, mostly bad. It was rough, really rough. I mean, they needed 1,000 lawmen. They got one. But you know, it was enough. You might have heard of him. Brave Star.
Brave Star.
Brave Star, weekday mornings at 6:30 on TV 21.
Football town in America. Whoa!
Sit hut.
Oh, there's all the football. There's a bunch of football towns happening tonight or this weekend.
This weekend.
All the cities,
All the cities.
all the towns got their own football. Everybody's got their own footballs going on.
And
We
every
just have to-
every station has a game.
Game stations.
Yeah.
Game stations.
Every network has their own game to promote. So.
Yeah, and then also there's football on TV.
By the NFL. NFL football.
If a chick kicks you in the balls, is she playing football?
Yes.
I think he's saying no.
Cough button.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I was trying to crawl before I could walk, but it's
Yeah. Little
You need the
stuff.
Heimlich?
I'd rather have a boost to my credit score. Let's
Go ahead, Steve.
what are we doing?
What are we doing? We're doing soda.
What? Whoa. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? We were saying earlier, Sean, I'll if now that my Bucks are out of the fucking show here, ideally my number 2 team is the Buffalo Bills. I like the culture. I like Josh Allen. He's been on some of my golf YouTube stuff. He's a big golfer, and he does like he went and played with like Bob Does Sports. Yeah. And they were like, that's where I found out about the tequila transfusions. Because they were like, oh yeah, let me buy you guys some drinks while they're playing. And they come back with these cups like this big on the golf course. And it's called a tequila transfusion. It's like grape juice and tequila and something. I don't know. But it's this big fucking... They're like, let's get hammered and play golf, guys.
Right.
And he's good. But yeah, Josh Allen's kind of my guy.
Okay.
So, in a perfect world, because I like what the Lions got going on, and they've been shitty for a long time.
Quite a while.
Yeah, a Bills-Lions Super Bowl would go fucking crazy.
Oh, I love that.
That would be beautiful.
That would be that's the best, situation to me.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Who do I think is really gonna get there? If I had to really put my money on it.
Ravens.
I would say Chiefs, Eagles. And I hate that.
I don't think the Eagles.
And I hate everything about that. I hate everything about that. But if I had to put money on it, that's what I'd put money on. But I hope that doesn't happen. On either side. All right, so to speak. What do we got? What do we got?
It's something we've done before. In fact, I think you had an extra one, so I took it home and I had it for months in my fridge. And you said, "Do you have any sodas?" Well, I had a few sodas. The other sodas I have in my fridge are from that red, white, and blue era of Mountain Dew. It's like the blue one and the red one. I was like, I don't want to bring that. But this is Boylan's Black Cherry Soda, which cane sugar. It's amazing.
It's one of my favorites. I like this a lot.
I love cherry soda, and this is one of my favorites.
I had a basic bitch thing set up that I kind of almost still want to do, but no, we'll save it for another time.
Sure.
The Boylan. I was really stoked when I think it may have been the first time in a little bit of so to speak news here, and you can see it's got a little bit of a red hue to that. It's a cola. It's a cola first.
Yeah.
But like that black cherry in there. But I believe Boylan's is the first boutique kind of soda to partner up with a like major fast food retailer. Arby's started doing Boylan sodas back in the day, where you could go in and get you a fucking beef and cheddar combo meal with a Boylan soda, which is pretty fucking incredible.
I had Arby's tonight for dinner.
What'd you get?
Well, I had the double classic, but they ended up giving me a double beef and cheddar.
What's a double classic?
It's just the classic roast beef sandwich.
Oh, regular roast beef.
It's double,
It's double meat on a...
Double meat, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all I wanted. But they fucked up and gave me beef and cheddar, which
a single
is
or
amazing. A double.
So you're still talking 6 ounces of roast beef on an onion roll with some Red Ranch, and some cheese.
And some cheese, yeah.
Yeah. See, I get...
It's a little messy.
It is. Oh, yeah. I almost said, and then I caught myself. I almost said it's like going to Venezuela and eating a pussy. But it's...
All right.
I caught myself.
Thanks for sharing.
But no. When I found out, because this is stuff, I worked at Arby's for 9 years for people who didn't know this. And they didn't do this kind of horse shit when I was there. But that's one of those things that's evolved perfectly. Is the fact that, because the stuff I used to make behind the scenes to take on my break, they're obscene. I can't even tell you this type of stuff. I will tell you one. Everybody loves Arby's curly fries, right?
Yes, yeah.
Great curly fries, right?
Yeah, the best.
Okay, imagine a little like portion boat. You know the portion boat, the red and white little cross-checky guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you got a big pile of Arby's curly fries. Mm-hmm. A little bit of shaved roast beef, kind of cut up.
All right.
Red Ranch.
Arby's sauce?
Cheddar.
Ranch.
I called them beef and cheddar fries. I made curly fries like beef and cheddar.
Oh.
With the cheese and the ranch.
Yeah.
With some beef.
That sounds good.
Over the fry. Yeah, of course. Are you kidding me? And I'm like, why are you guys not selling this?
What I appreciate, Arby's is like the only fast food restaurant that I would frequent that sells jalapeno poppers.
My last day at Arby's ever, I stole a full ass bag of jalapeno poppers. I said, I've worked here for 9 years. I'm taking these. I earned it. That was my, I took the bag and I'm at the back door and I'm looking at the whole store and I gave them one.
You didn't officially announce that. You just took them and said, I earned it.
Yeah, no.
You told yourself.
I was by myself.
I earned it.
I was by myself. Okay. Yeah, I told myself I earned it. And I stood at the back door as I was walking out.
You saluted.
I saluted. I took my bag of poppers, went the fuck home, and I've never been back. After 9 years.
You never been back to order?
No, but here's the thing. Now at modern Arby's, just like you were saying.
Modern Arby's? Is that an art thing?
No, because we didn't do this back then.
Right.
I found out, because I didn't eat there for a long time, not because I didn't like it, because Arby's is rather expensive, you know.
It's, yeah.
But
everything's rather expensive nowadays. Sure.
Now it's a no-brainer.
Have you gotten like a McDonald's?
I don't go to McDonald's
meal?
anymore. They're
$12.
Yeah. Yep.
What the fuck?
I stopped going for that very reason.
It's fucking McDonald's, y'all.
But no, when I realized that you can get a beef and cheddar.
Yeah.
But you can get a big Montana's amount of fucking meat on it.
Yeah.
Still on an onion roll.
Yeah.
You still get the Red Ranch.
Yeah.
You still get the cheddar.
Yeah.
But it's 8 ounces of roast beef.
Mm-hmm.
Big Montana, but made like a beef and cheddar. And maybe when the first time I ever heard of edibles, maybe I used to...
price difference or?
I don't know. I told Finn, don't tell me how much this costs, but I want 2 of them, and I want a large curly fry, and I don't want to argue about nothing. And I ate all of that.
Okay.
All of it.
I believe you.
Yeah. Here, you get Serge. You get the first
I don't
stuff.
have. Oh, you opened it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Back to the jalapeno poppers.
Yeah.
On the west, when I was on the West Coast, Jack in the Box had
Uh-huh.
jalapeno.
Jack in the Box has my favorite fast food tacos of all time. You know who makes them just like that? Is Sheets. Sheets tacos are just like Jack in the Box tacos.
You know what it is? The Jack sauce.
It's those weird misshapen shells that where the grease soaks into the fucking shit.
Making the Jack sauce. That's not right. Who's that?
Yeah.
Louis Anderson? No, not
I
Louis
remember getting those from.
No.
No.
Everybody thinks it's Louis
Louis
Anderson.
Anderson.
And
I
it's
get
not.
I get him mixed up
I
with.
know who it is.
Who is it?
Kevin Meaney.
Thank you, Kevin Meaney. Making the Jack sauce.
That's
not right.
Yeah.
And I remember getting those 2 tacos for $1 at Jack in the Crack.
Yes. I asked the
love a cheap
manager at a
taco.
Jack in the Box, I was like, when are you guys going to be in our area here? And he's like, oh, we're making our, because it was in Charlotte. He was like, oh, we're making our way down 85. So in a couple of years, we'll be Jack in the Box there. And I'm like, for real? And he's like, yeah, that's the corporate plan. Bullshit. That was like 2009. You lying, cocksucking motherfucker. You liar. You liar. Because they're not here. Liar. Yeah, this is one of my favorites. I got to be honest with you. The Boylan's Black Cherry is one of my favorite sodas. It's definitely up there.
It's great.
Yeah, and it is more black cherry than I remember
versus Pennsylvania. Where's that out of?
How long has it been in Steve's fridge? It might be a touch.
I got it from here.
Do you like Arby's roast beef or Roy Rogers back in the day? We only had one Roy Rogers, and I really loved it because they also served like fried chicken and shit. But it was like a weirdo thing. Actually, when I was a little kid, my favorite was Hardee's roast beef. Do you know Hardee's served roast beef, Steve?
New York.
Wow, no.
You don't remember that?
No.
Hardee's had roast beef.
Yeah.
They tried just about everything.
No, that was their
Red
staple.
burrito.
That was those tacos better than Taco Bell.
Really?
Absolutely. You know how many times I sat in a live truck and downed 5 red burrito tacos while I'm editing a fucking Vosot over in downtown Greensboro? Holy shit. A Friday, I had a deal with myself.
A deal with myself.
Yeah, if it's Friday and I find myself with Mr. O'Neill and we're over in Greensboro, and we always set up at Cheesecakes by Alex.
Cheesecake by Alex. You get a Wi-Fi signal there.
Yeah, so during the week, if it's a Tuesday, we're getting a cup of coffee, we're sitting in the window, we're watching chicks walk by.
Dark pretzel?
No.
No?
Cup of coffee.
Okay.
That's it. If it's Tuesday.
Okay.
If I end up doing the same thing, but it's Friday, I just walked myself into a fucking piece of cheesecake. It's $4.50? Sure. It's Friday. It lined up. Same thing if I was over in downtown working on something and it was like lunchtime, red burrito. I made an exception for a Popeyes in there for a time or two. That's neither here nor there. Let's get into chip chat. I'm almost done. I don't want to talk anymore.
Potato chips, how my mom does do. Potato chips, how my mom does do.
Excesso calorious. Excesso.
There's a lot of stuff on the chip, is what you're saying.
Crunchy, don't bring me no
Those are thick.
Papas.
Look at that.
Es delicioso.
Oh, Sting City. Computer.
It was like 3:30. I looked at the computer, and then I was doing something. And
I have a computer.
And I looked at the computer again. It was 5:30. Now, and I wondered, did people hear me snore as they were leaving to go home?
Yes. Let me just shortcut it. Yes. Yeah. All right, chip chat. Which one are we doing?
I think Zontman said we should do this one.
So AG sent these?
Yeah, it's one of those from the Asian market.
AG sent these from the Asian market in a little holiday package, and it says handcrafted
Texas
Texas
grilled barbecue flavor.
Where was I?
Handcrafted.
What the fuck? No, Texas grilled barbecue flavor.
Okay.
Minus 50 points for being a motherfucker. That's what that says. You guys are already in the fucking red. Minus 50 for being.
It's 50% less sodium.
No, minus 50 points for being a motherfucker. That's what that says. You gotta step it up. Lock in.
Locked in.
Come on.
What are we doing?
Cockblock.
Lock in.
Oh.
Lock in. We got one more segment. One more. Lock in. Well, it smells delightful, Steve. I'm gonna be honest with you.
So first impression is smells delightful.
The bouquet is
the booklet
delightful. It's a basic Lay's chip in terms of like dexterity kind of thing.
Get you some and get excited over it. He's about to say something.
His aunt May's like, "Can you please quit sniffing that?"
Oh, that don't bother me none. Get your big old sniff. Take you another hit, Steve.
Take another hit, Steve. That's what they always say.
Yeah.
I saw this clip of Roger Miller doing a morning show. You know, Roger Miller, notorious for the guy in Nashville that stayed up all night, running from bar to bar with songs he'd just written. Just he was high as a kite on a morning show.
I saw that.
You saw that?
Depends on how high you are. Yep.
Yep.
I saw that. These are good. What do you think?
Oh, they're great.
It's an interesting flavor. I can't figure it out.
It's an interesting flavor. Here's my thoughts on it.
They always put a little weird Asian twist of dead fish or something.
Okay, here's my thought.
Fish sauce.
It's a barbecued flavored catcher's mitt.
A what?
Barbecued flavored catcher's
I
mitt.
didn't expect that catcher's mitt.
It tastes like a baseball glove.
Okay.
Barbecue flavored. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it.
Hey, I love the smell of a good fucking
Sure,
baseball.
surely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got mine right
I was
down
a
here.
huge Johnny Bench fan.
I see what you're saying. I'm just going to say, like...
I could buy into that.
Taste that?
A little bit of old leather mitt.
Old leather mitt.
Pop.
Old leather mitt. An oiled up old leather mitt and some barbecue seasoning.
I don't want to
Barbecued
that
horse?
theory.
Man,
I don't want to diffuse that theory, but I think it just like mix some soy sauce into the barbecue
And
sauce.
I know her, by the way.
who's that?
Old leather mitt.
Oh my god.
She claims she was the first go-go dancer in North Carolina.
Oh.
Old leather mitt.
Her name's not Rotha Dawkins, is it? That's that lot lizard chick that wrote them books that we did that documentary about.
Who?
Rotha Dawkins.
Who did the documentary?
I did.
You did.
Me and Joel Meyer.
Okay.
She wrote this series of books called Red High Hills
Okay.
that were about lot lizards.
Lot lizards?
Yeah, you know what a lot lizard is? Lot lizard is a prostitute that hangs around truck stops, and they go
Okay.
and
Yeah.
suck off truckers and shit.
I didn't know they had a name.
Yeah, a lot lizard. But this whole series of books is about, they're like sultry books about truck stop love and stuff.
Truck stop love.
Yeah, so for part of the
Stop love.
documentary, me and Joel went to a couple of big, like,
Truck stops.
like you go out 40, like toward Raleigh, those
Love.
Flying J's and those, the big ones. We'd go in there and we'd find a guy,
The shower.
and it would be like, you know, truckers. I'm like, hey man,
Where is this documentary?
nowhere at the moment.
Okay.
We're like, hey, can we get you to? We're doing this documentary about this book. Can you read this page for us? And we throw the camera up. Guy's like, yeah, man, we're all making a movie, shit. And then talking all fucking cool and shit. And then you ask him to read, which is it's already funny. It's like, yeah, what's it say here? Hell, she pulled his throbbing member out of. Oh hell, man! I ain't gonna read this shit now. It was like 10 interviews of that.
Same thing.
We found the most lucid fucking sideways passages and got
Had these God-fearing men read it?
that were not the best readers in the world.
Right.
And we knew that on going in. We figured that going in. And shame on us for being like, oh, these truckers are not going to be able to read.
But you got what you wanted.
But we were also right. We're also right. And it made it really fucking funny. Anyway. Well, who likes internet websites? There's a website out there called twitch.tv/Chrome Record Night.
I've heard of it.
We're going to go over there right now and play a couple more record albums before we don't do that.
I kind of want to pop a seal on either Bad Company or Jimmy Page.
Yeah. Go over there and Jeepers Creepers. Look at that script, man. That thing is huge.
What's that yellow? Oh, it is yellow.
You tell him, Tony.
You got a blade.
You got blue jeans
A
on.
blade?
Do the blue jeans
I did the blue jean thing. Oh, it just doesn't pop open.
You gotta do
Yeah,
it like you
it
mean
does
it,
pop
bro.
open.
Oh, I was grinding on that bit.
Do it like you mean it. Come on, man. You can do better than that.
You got to make that friction where it burns your leg.
Yeah, burn.
Do it quickly. Second.
Whoa, yeah.
Maybe not on your crotch.
Oh, Jesus, that hurt.
Yeah.
Fuck my nuts.
Is it at least open?
Here, no.
Jeepers Creepers. Where's the opening? Said the old woman of the sailor.
Damn.
Which one's the business end?
Oh, the other side. Yeah, right there.
That?
Yep.
And then you get the little split vagina.
Oh, it didn't split.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No, it did. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
I'll let you do the rest of it.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. Night.
All right, everybody. Football town in America. Have a good weekend or not or whatever. Fuck, I'm done.